So we are going to continue with our family Bible study, and today I'm going to read in Daniel. I'm going to read from chapter 10 and verse 29, and I'm going to read down through the beginning of chapter 11. I'm sorry, Daniel 10 verse 20. He said, "Do you know why I've come to you?" Please don't give that. He said, "Do you know why I've come to you? I must return at once to fight against the prince of Persia. And when I leave, the prince of Greece will come. No one has the courage to support me against them except Michael, your prince. However, I will tell you what is recorded in the book of truth. In the first year of Darius the Mede, I stood to strengthen and protect him. Now I tell you the truth. 3 more kings will arise in Persia, and the fourth will be far richer than the others. By the power he gains through his riches, he will stir up everyone against the kingdom of Greece. Then a warrior king will arise. He will rule a vast realm and do whatever he wants. But as soon as he is established, his kingdom will be broken up and divided to the 4 winds of heaven, but not to his descendants. It will not be the same kingdom that he ruled, because his kingdom will be uprooted and will go to others besides them." Now, that probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you, does it?
No. Not a lot. Wait,
You need tissue, we'll get a tissue, okay? So, first, God tells Daniel that he's come to him, and he wants to tell Daniel what is recorded in the book of truth. And so then he says, "Now I will tell you the truth." When you're done with the tissue, can you throw it in the garbage, please? So,
somebody in the bathroom.
nope. Stephen, the light's on. It's okay. Throw it away. We're all here. So he says to Daniel that he's come to Daniel to tell him what's in the book of truth. And then he goes on to tell Daniel the truth. So why do you think God told Daniel he was going to tell him the truth?
Because God sinned and he just told him what they told him to do.
Okay. I don't think God sinned, but are you saying somebody else sinned? Okay. I don't think that's what God's saying here. But that was a good guess.
Mm.
All right. It's all right. Good guess. Eliana, what do you think?
I think of what?
The question was, why do you think God told Daniel he was coming to tell him the truth?
I got one, but I gotta wait.
Yep. Go ahead, David. What do you think?
I don't know.
Okay, Mommy, what do you think?
Maybe because God wanted Daniel to know that he could trust what he was going to tell him.
Does that sound about right? That God could trust that Daniel could trust what God was going to say?
Yes.
Yes.
Like
Oh, Mommy answered it. You get another turn. How's that? Okay. And then he says, 3 more kings will arise in Persia, and the fourth will be far richer than the others. And he says, by the power he gains through his riches, he will stir up everyone against the kingdom of Greece. Then a warrior king will arise. He will rule a vast realm and do whatever he wants. But as soon as he is established, his kingdom will be broken up and divided to the 4 winds of heaven, but not to his descendants. It will not be the same kingdom that he ruled, because his kingdom will be uprooted and will go to others beside him. Does that make any sense?
no.
Well, God's describing what's going to happen in the future from where Daniel's at.
Oh.
So Daniel is in Persia, and God tells Daniel there's going to be 3 more kings after the one that is currently there. And then there will be the one more, and the one more king is going to start a war with Greece,
What's Greece?
another country.
Oh.
And so God says that a warrior king will arise. Now the warrior king here he's talking about is Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great.
And Alexander the Great conquered what they call was the known world.
Oh.
However, isn't it interesting that God did not give Daniel all the names of these different kings who were going to rule and who was going to conquer?
What? Yeah, it is. What day?
God did not give Daniel the names of the kings. He just says there's kings. Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
What are you going to say,
Oh,
Stephen?
no, don't pull the necklace, Fred. Because he didn't want to, because he didn't want to get Daniel to be sad or just disappointed.
Okay, that's possible. That's possible. Hadessa, what do you think of why God did not give Daniel the names of the different kings?
So that he wouldn't be scared, or so that if it was somebody he knew, he wouldn't go and tell them don't do something foolish when you're king.
Okay. All right, that's a good answer. Eliana, do you have any ideas?
So that if he knew something bad would happen.
Okay. Mommy, what do you think?
Today.
Well, maybe it just wasn't an important detail that Daniel needed to know.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
You know what was an important detail that Daniel needed to know?
What is that? What is that? An important detail that he needed to know was just that he needed to know that in the future there would be 3 kings. Four kings, no, 3, and then the one that was richer than all of them.
Okay, you're right. That is what God told him. I think the important detail is that God wanted Daniel to know that God knew what was going to happen in the future.
So that Daniel would trust, so that Daniel could learn to trust God.
Yeah, that Daniel could learn to trust God. Daniel did trust God, but God wanted Daniel to know that this is what was coming in the future. Yes, David?
I don't know what it's called.
You don't know what it's called? Well, don't you guys want to know what's coming in the future sometimes?
Yeah. Yes, I want to know. It's kind of scary to know what's coming in the future, too.
Sure, it can be scary if you know what's coming in the future. And yet, God's talking about, like, long times away, like, lots of kings and many years that are coming. Okay, we're almost done, okay? And yet, God still knows exactly what's going to happen. So do you think that if God knows that much about the many kings and who's going to be in control, do you think that he knows about you and your life and what's going to happen?
Do you think he even knows all of the other people's futures? I mean, what other future could people have?
I'm sorry, say it again, Eliana. I got distracted with David getting the bear.
I mean, what? It sounds crazy of how could he never remember everyone's future.
That does sound
Because
crazy.
everyone has a different future. Even twins have a different future.
Mm-hmm. It does sound crazy. I agree. But you know what? He's God. And so he
knows everything.
Yep. All right. Well, good job, guys. That was fun. Well, we'll be done for this time.